Howdy guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be talking about a common misconception, misunderstanding, lack of education around what vegan actually means in relation to makeup. So today we're going to be talking about basically what's the deal with vegan makeup. What's it actually made from, or is it better than non-vegan makeup? So if you're interested in cruelty-free and vegan makeup, stick around. I do 3 videos a week and I post on my blog abbyhuang.com as well. The link is in the description. First, let's find out what vegan makeup actually is. So it's actually not as different to non-vegan makeup as you might think. And in fact, I would bet that most of the makeup and beauty products that you use are already coincidentally vegan, whether you seek out cruelty-free brands or vegan products or not. However, makeup and beauty products, I'm kind of using makeup and beauty products interchangeably here, but they can be vegan, like coincidentally, but not necessarily cruelty-free. The term vegan as it relates to beauty products is a pretty cut and dried term. It just means that the product does not contain any animal products or byproducts. For example, carmine, lanolin, beeswax, honey, certain types of collagen, those are not vegan because they come from animals. And that was not an extensive list, that's just the most common ones that I see. There are a lot of beauty products that can be vegan by default. However, the term cruelty-free is not as simple. I have a whole video about this topic in particular that I'll link in the description box. The term cruelty-free is not regulated. Brands can say this basically whenever they want. The largely accepted definition of cruelty-free is that the product is not tested on animals. But companies can claim this even if they hire a third party to test the products on their behalf, or if they sell in a country, mainly China, that requires animal testing by law. Which I have a whole video about the whole China thing. I'll link that below as well. It's a little bit too much to include in this video. So one common misconception that I see all the time is that cruelty-free and vegan kind of mean the same thing, but they do not. So the terms are not interchangeable and they're also not mutually inclusive. So a product can be vegan even if the brand is not cruelty-free, because like I said earlier, some products are just coincidentally vegan. But a brand can also be actually cruelty-free and produce non-vegan products. So this is something I see all the time. People are like, well, how can XYZ brand be cruelty-free if XYZ product contains lanolin or carmine? And that's because cruelty-free does not mean vegan, it means not tested on animals. And like I mentioned in a previous video, the term cruelty-free does not mean entirely free from cruelty. It just means the pouring chemicals into bunnies' eyes kind of cruelty. Sorry. There are several websites and organizations out there to help you determine which brands are actually cruelty-free, so you don't have to personally contact them every time. They've done the work for us, and they have lists on their websites. The ones that I like to use are Logical Harmony and Leaping Bunny, as I believe that they're the most thorough. So whether you choose to purchase from cruelty-free brands or if you choose to purchase only vegan products from cruelty-free brands, that decision is up to you. Just don't fall for this buzzword marketing that vegan somehow means that the products are not tested on animals or that they're natural or whatever. So back to vegan makeup. Like I said earlier, most of your makeup products are probably already vegan anyways. The ingredients usually aren't that far off from non-vegan products. And plus, due to an increased demand recently for vegan products, brands have started reformulating their products to be vegan when they were not previously. There are a few categories of products that I've noticed that are, by and large, mostly vegan anyways. So things like shampoo, conditioner, hair products in general, cleanser, moisturizer, toner, foundation, concealer, setting powder, setting spray, stuff like that generally doesn't have animal products in it. Sometimes they do though, so just watch out for that. There are lots of well-known high-performance makeup products that are vegan. So one of the misconceptions about vegan makeup that I see is that it's not as good as non-vegan makeup, or that it has to be natural or clean, organic, stuff like that, but that's not true. For most products, a vegan version and a non-vegan one would be virtually indistinguishable. However, there are a few products that are noticeably lacking in either quality or availability in a vegan version. Though brands are making changes and making new formulas that are vegan and higher quality, because the demand keeps climbing, so of course they're going to be making things that the people want. So for example, the first one I want to talk about is vegan mascara, especially waterproof mascara. They're almost impossible to find. There are some out there though. Waterproof mascara used to rely on beeswax to be waterproof, but now there is synthetic beeswax and other waxes that can help make it vegan and not use beeswax. Another big example, this was I don't want to say a scandal, but a big thing in the beauty community a little while back, but red, pink, and purple eyeshadows. So these used to rely on an ingredient called carmine, which is a certain type of beetle that is crushed up to make a red pigment. But now manufacturers are using red dyes to make these kind of color of eyeshadows, which is actually good news, even for non-vegans, people that don't really care about vegan makeup, because carmine is actually a pretty common allergen. So if you don't use vegan makeup, and your eyes always itch when you use red or purple eyeshadow, that's probably why. But the problem with these dyes is that they can stain your eyelids. Some of the dyes are not approved in the United States by the FDA, though they are approved in the European Union. The FDA is a little slow. This is why you'll see some eyeshadow palettes named pressed pigment palettes, because they legally can't call them eye safe because they haven't been evaluated by the FDA. They'll say something like not safe for use in the immediate eye area because they don't want to be sued. But lots of people use these products perfectly fine. If you have an issue with them, obviously, stop using it. But there are lots of vegan eyeshadow options. I have a whole post on my blog about just a huge list of vegan eyeshadow palettes. And in my personal experience, some brands can stain a little bit more than others. Usually it goes away in a day or so, so it's not that big of a deal. Mascaras and eyeshadows are really the only differences that I've seen between vegan and non-vegan makeup. And I don't feel personally limited by this. I actually find it to be quite the opposite, because there are so many options for makeup now that it makes it a little bit easier, like kind of narrows down my search, because I can only get vegan ones. It's also becoming a lot easier now to find out which products are vegan and which are not. So cruelty-free brands and non-cruelty-free brands as well know that people are interested in vegan products. So they have started getting better about labeling which products are vegan on their website and even on store displays. And some websites you can also check if it's like an independent brand, like not Ulta or something like that with a bunch of different brands, but if you go to a brand's own website, then most of the time I've found recently brands have started labeling whether products are vegan. They usually don't say not vegan, but they will say if it's vegan. Or if you scroll down to their FAQ section of their website, sometimes there'll be like an FAQ about the products being cruelty-free and vegan, and they may have a whole list of all their vegan products. Sometimes you do have to read ingredients, which is kind of daunting. I usually, if I'm on my computer, I will do Control F to search for the words carmine or lanolin or beeswax or something like that. It makes it a little bit easier than reading through all these words that you can't pronounce. So are vegan products better than non-vegan ones? In my opinion, yes. There really is no reason to use non-vegan ingredients and non-vegan products when there are so many vegan options available, especially when the alternatives are as good, if not better quality. However, if you are interested or concerned about your beauty products being clean, natural, organic, that kind of stuff, being vegan doesn't make the product clean or whatever. Just like, having a vegan diet doesn't automatically mean that your diet is healthy, you know what I mean? The whole clean beauty thing is a topic for another day, but I'm personally vegan for the animals, and I honestly could not care less if my beauty products were clean or natural or whatever, because those are mostly just marketing buzzwords to make you afraid of dirty products that don't exist. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Maybe share with a friend if they've been curious about vegan beauty. Let me know your questions as well, and I'll answer in a future video or a blog post. Click over here to watch my most recent video, or click over here to watch another one that I think you'll like. And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss seeing my face in your subscription box every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Links to my blog, my social media, and my business will be in the description box below, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Bye.